want some fresh fucking cringe? Listen, chat, I obviously see comments about myself on the internet, okay? I do read the Discord sometimes. And a comment that gets brought up quite a bit in Discord, which you all know I have access to because it's the fucking official company Discord. And it also gets brought up all the goddamn time at my meet and greets because for some reason, people think this is a compliment that there is no way in hell Dizzy Dokuro could be this bad at everything. She's so clearly hot and educated. Everything with her is clearly a LARP. Which, you know, I appreciate the sentiment. But clearly you guys don't fucking talk to a lot of women. If I had fully realized social skills and not cheap imitation social skills that I learned from reality TV to get by, I would not fucking waste my time trying to be hot and educated, okay? If I knew how to look people in the fucking eye naturally, I would not wear a fucking push-up bra every time I have to leave the house, okay? You know, those fucking people who get upset that they're objectified. They get upset when you don't look them in the eye when you speak. That has never and will never be me. I would rather be unpersoned. It takes a ton of the pressure off when you don't see me as a flesh and blood human being with feelings. The beauty of a heart, mind, and soul is actually disgusting. You see these? You see these swinging in the wind, bouncing back and forth? These are out there and in your face, so you do not have to look at me and realize that I am trying really hard not to vomit because my heart rate has been spiked up to 185 beats per minute because I have anxiety. So relatable? No. Chat, I don't think you realize, but I have been a VTuber for so long. I am basically grandfathered into English VTubing. Nobody normal got into this hobby in 2021. Everyone who did this 5 years ago is a freak. Double points if you're still going. Most people give up and have kids, not because they couldn't make it, but because it is the more intelligent, fulfilling decision to make. So why the fuck do people still think I'm a normie? You might be thinking like, oh, but Dizzy, I got into VTubing back then and I'm a normie. Like, you're totally a normie. You look like me. You look like me. Do you think you are living your 100% authentic self, your 100% authentic life? Because I'm not. I am not. I will never. I get to be myself in the confines of my four walls where nobody except my neighbors can watch me. And in extension, I get to be a caricature of myself online. I don't get to be authentic. And neither do you. I am not like this because I find joy in being strange. I am like this because when I try to act like a girl that looks like me and how she's supposed to act, sometimes I short circuit and I put my fucking foot in my mouth. And then the dark thoughts. But just to say, I can never go back to my gym because one of the personal trainers is also an accredited physiotherapist. And now he recognizes me and he's really hot and I am really fucking embarrassing. It's like a really fucked up, rare humiliation ritual. But the worst part about all of this is I know, unfortunately, I will see this person again because I fucked up my wrist trying to be normal and my physio appointment. I booked my physio appointment for Thursday. I go in for physio. And it's off to a really rough start. It is immediately off to a really rough start because the physical therapist comes out and he introduces himself and he sticks out his hand for a handshake, but it's my busted hand! So I'm fucking standing there with my wrist up and I'm just maneuvering it left, right, up, and down like a fucking robot because I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And then I briefly touch his hand and then he's just like, he realizes that's where his injury is and he goes, oh, and then I just like move it up and down like I'm like preparing to arm wrestle him. And he just walks away. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I do a robot? You know what? It's too embarrassing. Okay, the physio office. Why the fuck does a physio office look like a padded room? Okay, it's like all white walls and like a little medical bed thing, like a little medical thing that you can sit or lay on. There's 2 chairs next to each other, and then there's the bed thing across from it. And I walk in there, and he's just like, have a seat. And I'm staring at both chairs, because he's still standing. I'm staring at both chairs, and I'm staring at the bed. And I look up at him, because he's like tall. I look at the chairs, I look at the bed, and I don't know which one he wants me to sit in. And eventually he motions towards the bed, so I sit on the bed, and then I'm like consumed with thoughts of, am I sitting on this properly? This part is fairly normal. Okay? And then he's like asking me my symptoms, and I'm describing them. I'm describing him. And then he asks me to do some simple like arm mobility exercises. So like holding my arms out, palms face down, okay? And then he notices that I'm really fucking shaky, that my hands are really fucking shaky. Keep in mind, I have muscle damage because I damaged my muscles. So like I'm shaking. And he looks down, he looks up at me and he asks like, oh, is that normal for you? And then I don't know because I think maybe shaking is normal for me. I probably shake a little bit, but like, is this amount of shaking normal? And so like, I'm like fucking stun locked. I don't know if this is because I'm nervous and because I'm normally just a jittery person, or if it's because I have a literal fucking injury. And so it's just fucking quiet. It's just fucking quiet because I don't know how to answer his question. Like a little bit, probably more than normal. And he's just like, okay, could you like rotate your wrist now? And I'm doing my wrist rotations and he's just staring at my hands, and I've never had someone look at my hands. I've never had a person physically look down, physically have their face near my hands. Oh my fucking God. And he's just like, okay. But I don't know what okay is supposed to mean. He touches my hands. He's like holding my hands to feel the muscles, and he's pressing down. And I have exceptionally thin wrists, okay? You guys have seen my wrist. I have exceptionally thin wrists. And he's like pressing down on my wrist and stuff. And so he's pressing down with his thumb, and I'm like holding back because inwardly I'm screaming because it's so fucking painful. And he's holding on my wrist, and he's just like, do you feel it there? Do you feel it there? And I don't actually feel the pain where he's pressing it, but I feel pain from his incredibly buff thumb. So I don't know how to describe this to him. And so I'm just like, no, it's fine. But really, I'm in a lot of pain. And then eventually he finds the spot where it hurts, and he's just like, okay. And I'm still shaking. I am shaking like a whore in a church. And so he's just like, okay, maybe it'll be like better for you if you lie down. It's so humiliating. And so I lay down and I'm staring up at this one single fucking murder light, okay? It is murder lighting. He is so muscular. He has to physically pick up his own chair, move over this bed, and then put the chair down on the other side so he can check my wrist. What the fuck? I'm crying. You guys can't hear it, but I'm actually in tears right now. Honest, if I could pass the ball to Tenma, I would. Anyone else. Anyone except me. You didn't enjoy it? No! No, I did not enjoy this! I almost barked. Just thinking about it makes me sick. He grabs me kind of by the, like below the elbow with his incredibly potent thumbs. And he's like pressing down and stretching my wrist out. At this point, he has realized I am incredibly tense. So I guess his solution to that is to do the worst thing possible and try to make small talk with me. He goes, so what do you do for work? Why the fuck would you ask me that question? Why the fuck do you want to know? Why the fuck? Fuck my life, 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 fuck my life. And so I just said, I basically just said like, oh, I work in like e-commerce. He asks his details and he's just like, oh, what do you sell? What do you sell online? And I'm just, oh, like anime stuff, streamer stuff. And he's just like, oh, anime stuff, streamer stuff. Ooh, like what sort? And I'm just like, oh, it's really niche. It's really niche. Like not a lot of people know about it. It's not like Crunchyroll or anything. And he's just like, is it VTubers? At this point, I thought I was caught. At this point, I genuinely thought I was caught and I would need to ask Sakana to go write up an NDA. Highly doubt that he is in chat right now. And if he is, you guys will hear about it because I will fucking graduate. I think my life is over. I think I'm going to die. I think I need to leave immediately. And so I'm now much more talkative than I was when I came in because I had to figure out how the fuck he figured out I work in fucking VTubing of all the fucking industries and why the fuck he knows about VTubers. So I'm just like, oh, like how do you know about that? Do you watch VTubers? Are you a VTuber? Like what's going on here? And he's just like, I heard about it somewhere. I'm just like, I'm trying to dig for more. I'm trying to dig for more information. And I'm just like, oh, do you like what do you mean? Like, and he's just like asking questions like, oh, so do you work for a company? Is it local or overseas? And I'm just, at this point, I think the guy knows elite ball. So I'm just like, fuck it. I just have to own it and I just have to NDA his ass. And I'm just like, do you have like a cousin that works in a warehouse or something? What's going on? And he's just like, what? Like, are you a VTuber for Amazon or something? And I'm just like, ah! Like, do you have a favorite? Like, if I know them, I can try to get you like an autograph or something, right? And he's just like, oh, no, I don't actually watch them. I just like heard about them from a client. I'm like, thank fucking God! Thank fucking God I'm saved! My voice is in my dick, okay? That is how fucking, like, he probably thinks I'm so fucking weird for talking like that too. Oh my fucking God, now I have to maintain that voice whenever I fucking see him. Holds my hand and I'm anxious. So I straighten my hand out as much as I can so that my hands aren't holding his hand because I don't think I've ever fucking had to hold hands with a doctor. Like, get my hand out of there because I don't want to hold hands. This is too much. It's too much. It's unironically lewd. It's fucked up. I hate it. I really don't like it. I really don't enjoy it. And he's just like, don't do that. He's getting mad at me because I'm not supposed to do that because he's trying to like do something with a muscle. And he's just like, don't do that. And so I'm being forced to hold this man's hand. Meanwhile, he does not fucking let up on the small talk. So I'm having my hand forcibly held. I am having my wrist and my elbow crushed by these incredibly strong thumbs. And I am being put through the humiliation ritual of a goddamn lifetime. I'm just like a very stiff person naturally. Whatever. And he's just like, what do you do to relax? Chat, I don't fucking relax. Do you think I'd be sitting here on stream acting like this if I had any sort of emotional regulation? I would have preferred at that point if he full on launched into a professional lecture about how I need work-life balance. No. I see what you do to relax. You watch other VTubers, and I want to kill myself! And at that point, I'm just like, I'll say anything. I will say anything to get out of the situation. And I'm just like, I don't know, I watch anime, I guess, when I have time. And this is where I realize there's no fucking way in hell he watches me and I'm safe. And so he's just like, oh yeah, I watch some anime too. And I ask him what his favorite is, or yeah, I think I ask him what his favorite is, and he says some shit. He says some shit like Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm just like, oh, thank fucking God, okay? He says like all the normie animes. I'm just like, okay, we're good. And then he throws the ball back at me and he asks me what my favorite anime is, and I fucking blank. Because there's no fucking way that I'm going to open up myself to a fucking normie and tell him that my favorite anime is fucking Digimon. So I just... One Piece? And then he starts talking shit about One Piece to me! Talking about how it's too long! And there's too many arcs, so it's hard to stay interested! I fucking hate this guy. I absolutely fucking despise this man. And eventually, after all of this small talk, the session comes to an end. And I physically get up, and he like walks around, and he's just like, okay, you're all done. And we're both silent, and he's trying really hard to make eye contact with me. I can't make eye contact. Explains whatever the fuck is wrong with me. He's just like, yeah, okay, we're done. You can't give me like your channel name, right? That would be illegal. And I'm just like, and I'm just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So I'm just fucking sitting there collecting my things. And he just goes, do you have any questions for me? Because apparently I'm supposed to have questions. But like, aren't you a fucking professional? Aren't you supposed to tell me what I'm supposed to do for the rest of my recovery if I have to come back to this goddamn torture? And so I'm just like, oh, how long until like I'm fully better? Like, should I avoid any activities? And he gives me like a very plain, he starts explaining all this medical terminology, like the protection period, and I'm blanking out. I can't recall any of this, okay? And I'm just like, okay, cool. And then he like goes to write down notes on his little computer, and I take this chance and I run out. I got out of that office as fast as I could. I was gone. I ran out of that room, okay? And here's the fucked up thing. When I booked my appointment, it asked for my card information. And this is at my gym. This is like a medical office associated with my gym. So like, but I go out to the front, and front desk is currently busy doing something. And I'm too fucked up to talk to another man. Like, one was enough. It's both. It's all men. There's two men in the front desk. So I just walk out. So I don't know if I paid. And I feel really bad because there's no charges on my credit card. I go to the gym today. And I'm very lucky. I go during an hour where most people work. I go in, and he's not around. No, the personal trainer / physical therapist is not around. And so I'm like, oh, thank fucking God. Thank fuck. Okay? And I missed a day at the gym last week. So I'm pushing, like, as hard as I can, and I'm drenched. I am drenched in sweat, okay? Coming up to the last 10 minutes of my session. I'm coming up to the last 10 minutes of my fucking session, okay? I can't even put my arms down properly because I don't want my underarms to get sweaty, so I'm disgusting. I'm a creature at this point, okay? Like, things aren't sitting where they're supposed to be on me. I go to put down some fucking weight. I look up, and he waves at me. I hate my fucking life. I don't want to go back. I'm gonna find a new gym. If you guys guys were wondering why I wasn't around a lot this weekend, it's because I had to lock myself in a dark fucking room for 3 days. This is an A-class nightmare for VTubers, and I am never going outside again. Dizzy, your life would be the most funny Greek tragedy of modern day. Keep it up. It's only tragic for me. Aren't Greek tragedies supposed to be tragic for everyone? Aren't they supposed to make you fucking weep? But instead you guys just sit here fucking laughing at me while I'm going for what is probably the worst day of my life.
Everybody, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Low Effort Clips. That's right, Low Effort Clips, right here on YouTube.com. Yeah, and hit the notification bell. Yeah.